Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Title Town, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the winners of sixth straight, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. About to kick off to get this game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. So the Oklahoma Sooners return team will have that offense backed up. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama!
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. The Sooners in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Arnold. They've got the screen set up. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. And here comes the punt team. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. So Alabama's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back. And this defensive end can put him there often.
A strike downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He'll do it himself. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Got his man quickly. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Fires to the tight end. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Gonna run it. It's Mcaa. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets a block. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. After the misfire now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally, and they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Haynes. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Haynes.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. With the catch, it's Bernard. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. He wants to throw. He's got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Got his man all by himself. himself. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus.
Got his man.
They're trailing by just 4 to Rutgers. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Setting up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Throws to the wideout. He makes a catch. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down if I...
The expressway is wide open. He's at the 10. Touchdown time! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Looking to go up top on first down. Coming after it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number 1, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
And the Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Running back searching for a hole. At the 45 on his way. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. From the gun. Give on the inside.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. To the air, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to it. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Sends it downfield. Fires into traffic, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Gonna run it. It's Barnes. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Getting some... He lofts one down the sideline. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it from the gun. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. The pitch. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Looking for a crease. It's Haynes. Hard running there. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return, man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's open on the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Used the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Gibson. The Sooners look to do some damage in the red zone. Dialing up a second down pass play. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Using the quick game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
1st and goal, Oklahoma.
Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Got it! He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Just 3 points on 3 previous red zone trips. The idea... I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by just 2 over Rutgers.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking for room, it's Haynes. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. From the gun, running back gets to give. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. To the ground with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give on the inside. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.